You don't get that when you listen to your fake station, but you don't know. You don't know anything.
So talks are.
You know something that I don't know. You know something I don't know.
Well, tell us.
I will tell you. They want to desperately meet.
President Donald Trump is once again facing criticism, this time after a tense Oval Office exchange with a female reporter quickly went viral. The confrontation unfolded as the U.S. president was questioned about America's growing involvement in the conflict with Iran, just days after reports that 3 more U.S. service members had been killed. During a bilateral meeting with Lebanese President Joseph Aoun, Trump was asked about his long-term strategy as the war continues to intensify. Instead of outlining a clear exit plan, the president pushed back against the question, accusing the reporter of not knowing what was happening behind closed doors. According to the president, Tehran wants to meet, but the United States has no interest in negotiations until Iran is prepared for what he described as a meaningful discussion.
Mr. President, there are no signs that Iran is ready to stop fighting. So what is the plan? Is the plan to just keep bombing until
how would you
give
know
up?
if there are no signs? What, you know something that I don't know?
Well, they continue to attack our allies.
Yeah, but you don't know what
Americans.
the dialogue is behind the scenes, that they want to meet desperately to try and end it because they're getting decimated. You don't get that when you listen to your fake station, but you don't know. You don't know anything.
So talks are.
You know
still
something that I
possible,
don't
likely?
know. You know something I don't know.
Well, tell us.
I will tell you. They want to desperately meet, and until they're ready to meet in a meaningful way, we have no interest in even.
So
His remarks, however, come against the backdrop of an increasingly dangerous conflict. The United States has now carried out 10 consecutive nights of strikes inside Iran, while Tehran and its regional allies have responded with fresh attacks targeting American partners and key infrastructure across the Gulf. Rather than showing signs of winding down, the confrontation appears to be expanding, raising new concerns about how long the conflict could continue. The Oval Office clash has also reignited criticism over Trump's repeated confrontations with female journalists. The exchange with ABC News correspondent Mary Bruce is the latest in a series of high-profile moments where the president has accused reporters of spreading fake news while dismissing questions about his administration's policies instead of directly answering them. This latest confrontation comes just weeks after another fiery White House exchange when President Trump lashed out at CNN's Caitlin Collins during an Oval Office event, telling the reporter to be quiet after she pressed him with tough questions.
Let me finish. There's something wrong with you. It's a shame. Yeah, go ahead. CNN's a very corrupt organization, but with a corrupt reporter standing right there. Never smiles. She never smiles. She's a young, beautiful woman, never smiles. I never see a smile off her face. I see her standing there with hatred in her eyes, like she has hatred because we have borders. The reporters should be happy. They shouldn't be unhappy. They should be very happy. Because you know what we're doing? We're saving our, be quiet, have abused our people so badly, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You used to be a conservative. She was a conservative from Alabama, can you believe it? But CNN, in particular CNN, I doubt it, but it's hard to straighten garbage out. But CNN has abused, and others have abused so badly.
Mr. President, can you explain why you decided to drop the anti-weaponization fund?
So I love it. I think it's so important. People were, this is a victim right here, but not only a victim, he was also a student of it. What happened to great people, great American people, the way they were victimized, the way they were savaged. You have suicides. They killed themselves. They went bankrupt. They were weaponized by the Biden administration, by a bunch of thugs, including Obama people, and like nobody's probably ever been. I mean, I can think of maybe 2 instances in this country where they've had it to somewhere that extent. I'm not even sure if it was so much. They were put in jail for long periods of time. They were accused of things that never happened. They had prosecutors that were radical lunatics, and their lives were destroyed. And frankly, we had a lawsuit that against us on the weaponization, where the judge, a radical left judge, ruled against it. And we'll see how that all works out. But a radical left judge ruled against it. But these people, their lives have been destroyed. Their families have been destroyed. Many of them. I'm not just talking about a few people. Many of them. I'm one of them. They raided my house, Mar-a-Lago. That never happened. Nobody ever thought of anything like that. It turned out that it was a total fake. Everything about it was fake and corrupt. We have all the information. The good advantage to sitting here is we can get information that you wouldn't get by what we have and what we are going to be showing over the coming weeks or months. You're not even going to believe. Some of you will believe it, like CNN will believe it because they knew what was going on. They're crooked as hell. CNN's a very corrupt organization, but with a corrupt reporter standing right there. Never smiles. She never smiles. She's a young, beautiful woman, never smiles. I never see a smile off her face. I see her standing there with hatred in her eyes. Like she has hatred because we have borders, because we have a strong military, because we cut our taxes, because we do things that everybody wanted, and then we win our election in a massive landslide. We win 87% of the counties in this country. Nobody's ever heard of a thing like that. And that's because we're doing the right job. And we took a detour down to Iran because we can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon under any circumstances. We can't let that happen. So the reporters should be happy. They shouldn't be unhappy. They should be very happy.
Just to clarify on what you said, excuse me, Mr. President, just to clarify on what you were asked earlier, is the $1.8 billion DOJ fund dead or is it on hold?
It's, I'd have to ask the lawyers, I don't know. I know one thing, the weaponization, are you talking about the weaponization fund?
Yeah, what's your
The
decision?
weaponization fund, as far as I'm concerned, was a beautiful thing. It was something I didn't make it, but I heard that, I thought that was the greatest thing because people like you have abused our people so badly. The fake news like CNN, like the New York Times and like others have abused our people. Wait a minute, be quiet. Have abused our people so badly, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You used to be a conservative. She was a conservative from Alabama, can you believe it? But CNN, in particular, CNN does such false reporting. But now they have new ownership, so maybe it'll straighten it out. I doubt it. But it's hard to straighten garbage out. But CNN has abused, and others have abused so badly. People, these are people that are great people that were destroyed. Their families have been destroyed. Many suicides. They committed suicide. People that went there with love. They went there with love. When I made that speech early in the day, tremendous crowd. I hate to say because they'll say, oh, I was wrong on the number, but I believe it's the largest crowd I've ever spoken to by twice. The biggest crowd, I think, bigger than the inaugurations, bigger than anything. And there was so much love and friendship. It was the most amazing thing. People were crying. They were like, wait a minute, let me finish. And those people have been abused by you and by others and by the politicians, by the Democrats. They're dumb people. They want to have open borders. They want to have transgender mutilization of your children. They want to have men playing in women's sports. They want to have high taxes. They turned down, they fought us on the tax bill, and they fought us because they want people to pay high taxes because they're crazy. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with you. It's a shame. Yeah, go ahead.